What I want to show you here today is I have two phones. This is mine, and this is my dad's phone. And he's having a little trouble now with doing text messages because when you get in here, you basically have to type this in, and it's a little hard for him to do that. So I want to show you another way to do that. Let's just get out of it totally. And just sitting at this home screen here, I'm going to show how he can use Siri to send me a message. Hey Siri, send a message.
To who?
Frank.
What do you want to say to Frank?
Is this a good time to talk?
It says, "Is this a good time to talk?" Send it.
Yes.
Done.
So you can see what it did there. It gave me a chance to see it, actually read it back to me. And here I've just received the message. Now, let me just respond to it and see how that works. And since I don't have it turned on my side, I type in something. Gets a notification here. This is a
You have a message from Frank.
Standard Apple message there first, but you see that second part where I had it speak to me? That is a shortcut that I will explain to you how to use that to make it speak like that. And then, of course, he can say, Siri, what are my messages?
Frank said yes. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say to Frank?
Okay, I'll call you in a few minutes.
It says, "Okay, I'll call you in a few minutes." Send it.
Yes.
Done. That's all your messages.
And waiting over here, you see it popped up here since I was already in there and open. Okay, so that's kind of nice. I'd like to show you another way. Let's say his phone is locked. And I send him another reply. And I say, oh, wait. Just something like that. Let's see what happens.
Frank said, "Oh, wait." You have a message from Frank.
So that's a little advanced feature here that I also show you how to do using a shortcut where it will speak the actual contents of the message. Now, of course, this only works if the phone is locked. If it's unlocked, if it's in use, then it won't speak the contents, but you'll still get a notification, spoken notification that you received the message. Now I'd like to show you how the setup works, not just for text messages, but also for emails. Now, since the email transport is slower, you won't see as quick a response here, but let's have a test at it. Hey Siri, send an email.
Who do you want to email?
Frank.
To Frank Engelman. What's the subject?
This is a test message.
What do you want to say to Frank Engelman?
Reply back to this so I can test and see if this is working.
Your email. This is a test message. To Frank Engelman says, "Reply back to this so I can test and see if this is working." Send it.
Yes.
Done.
So again, you saw I got a nice pop-up there showing me the message, and I could choose to send it or not. And now I'm waiting over here. Now, as I said, this may take a little time for this to come through. Depends how fast this looks for new updates. So let me just tap on mail. See if I got, yes, there it is. So I got the message. And he wants me to reply back, so let's do that. And I say reply. And I'll send it. Let's see what he gets on this side. Again, it takes maybe a minute for it to get across here. Again, what's really nice about this, so if your dad's eyesight is getting worse, or he can't use his fingers to type on those small buttons as much anymore, this could be really useful. Still no mail here. I may have to skip ahead on this, and so that you don't have to wait through all the slow parts here. I don't want you listening to dead air.
You have an email from Frank.
Okay, it finally came through, and it spoke it as you, just like with the text messages. If the device is unlocked, you'll get an announcement from the shortcut. It won't read you the contents. You'll have to still ask it to read the contents. Siri, read email.
You have one unread email from Frank E. This is a test message. Read it.
Yes.
It says, I got it on May 2nd, 2024, at 2:05 p.m. Jeff Tucson, Jeff F. Tucson62, at gmail.com, wrote, reply back to this, so I can test and see if this is working, sent from my iPhone. Would you like to reply?
No.
That's everything.
Unfortunately, I've been unable to get email notifications to appear on the lock screen. I've seen a lot of complaints about this on the web and YouTube with some solutions, but they don't work for me. But a full description of how to set this up for all the things I've shown you will appear in a description. There's a link to a document I wrote that takes you step by step through how to set up the shortcuts and the automations and the settings under accessibility to make the iPhone speak the notifications.